Good morning, lovers. How are we? Happy Sunday. It's my favorite day of the week. I absolutely love every single Sunday. It's like my weekly me day where, well, I don't really get much time to myself, but me and the kids do. Like, just some good stuff to make us feel good, you know? Like, indulge in whatever it is that makes our hearts super happy. So, yes, on this Sunday, I have a 3-card pull that I did I think I did it like really early in the morning Saturday at like 1 a.m. and I wasn't going to come out because I was all crazy looking. But I did it from the Muse tarot deck. Sorry, I couldn't read it. I should have these on. I'm like an old lady. The Muse tarot deck. This is my favorite, my new favorite. And yeah, so I did a little card pull from this deck, and I wanted to talk about these 3 specific cards because I think they were so insanely important. They just had a lot of messages to get across with this new moon in Gemini. So let's talk about that first. The first card we got was the Wheel. The Wheel of Fortune, which I think is an important card with what we're going through with the retrogrades that will be happening for the next few months. What is the Wheel of Fortune? The Wheel of Fortune is like the karma card, you know? You can get your own depiction from the visual arts of this, but the karma card is kind of like, you know, how have you been treating people in your life? How have you been living? How have you been speaking to not only yourself, but those around you? This is going to be a card of showing you, oh, sorry, I got distracted. A message came in. Sorry. This is going to be a card of showing you, you know, if you have been doing right by people, your karma is going to be coming back to you. You're going to be noticing that by how your life is going, by how things are going, by how people are treating you, by how, you know, how smooth the ride gets. Now, if your ride is getting a little bumpy, it's definitely a time to sit down and evaluate and see where your karma is being placed. Have you, you know, do you have things that are sent to come back to you? You know, were there things that you might have done, said, or you know, I don't know, acted upon that weren't in the best of nature? If so, you know, those things will always come back to you. That's why I always stress how important it is to, you know, self-evaluate and self-love and self-care. Because when you do that, you're not going to do any wrong by anybody else because you wouldn't want to do wrong to yourself either. You know, it kind of goes hand in hand. So I think the Wheel is definitely an important card, an important reminder that, you know, the wheel is forever in your favor, whichever favor you bend it. So if you're doing right, it'll always do right by you. If you're doing wrong, that too. So the next card was the Ace of Voices, which I'm pretty sure is the Ace of Swords. So this is like cutting out everything in your life that you no longer have patience for, that you, it's kind of like saying, I know my worth, I know who I am, and I know what I don't deserve around me. So I'm going to take that sword and I'm going to cut out all the shit that doesn't do right by me. And this is it. This is a huge depiction of that meaning behind it. Every new moon, I feel like, is an opportunity to understand that you need to kind of refresh things. People wait till New Year's, but the new moon of every month, or like the beginning of every month, you know, there's never a wrong time to always evaluate, reevaluate, try something new, you know, especially when it comes to your life. We get one chance at this thing, so why not work on it every single day? I think that's so important. Just like relationships, you know, I mean, I haven't been in a serious long-term relationship in a while, but I know that, you know, a big part of making a relationship work and be healthy and happy and loving is to work towards the same goals and same dreams together every single day. And a big part of that is prayer, you know? If you guys are in a relationship and you have prayer together and you two work together as a union towards, you know, the goals and wishes and dreams you guys desire as a whole, as one, the possibilities are endless. Miracles can occur in any way, shape, or form, you know, when you have someone like that. So that's why it's so important to, you know, not settle for anything less than that. Absolutely. And here is, you know, a definite depiction to cut away all that does not serve you correctly, does not fit into your little, you know, happiness and joy. Life is too short not to live extremely happy in whatever way, shape, or form you want to, right? And the last card, ooh, she's pretty. I don't think I've seen this one. The Priestess. Take a good look at that one. She's gorgeous. Now, I am woman, hear me roar. That's the, you know, that's the phrase I get, the mantra I get when I see this card, because it's kind of like, you know, the goddess card. Like, you are the goddess of your own life, the god of your own life. You have the tools and the power to have the exact life that you want, as long as you know, you live it by that every single day. You work hard at it. This is the card of knowing all. You know what you want. You know how to get it. You know what you need to do it. You know, your intuition is like the strongest thing inside of you. And so often we use free will and we use our, you know, our crazy minds that can literally convince us of anything, to determine things in life, and we forget about our own intuition. We forget about our own high priestess that, you know, is inside all of us. And I think this new moon in Gemini is going to kind of give everybody a crazy sense of energy to stand up for things you never stood up for before. It's going to give you, you know, inspiration to want to start new things, create new things, live new things. All these retrogrades that are going to be going on are going to literally just kind of push you in the way that you are meant to be pushed. And if you don't do it willingly, the universe is just going to drag you along kicking and screaming. That's just the way it happens. But this is a card for me especially that I get so often when I question things. I'm always like, okay, is this the right decision? Did I do the right thing? Am I doing right by myself? Am I doing right by the other person? Am I doing right by everybody in the situation? And this came out for me on Friday evening, and I kind of was so happy, well, late Saturday morning. It just made me feel good about a decision that I made, you know, and something that I did. Because when anything in life happens, when you choose to do anything in life, you always have to leave every situation on good terms, on good standings. You always have to leave them, whether or not they feel absolutely amazing, you have to make sure you feel like you understand the situation as a whole. Make sure other people understand, you know, the situation as a whole. Don't ever walk away from something without, you know, letting your true feelings be known. And for me, this related so much well for me because I did what I thought was right. I did, you know, I'm proud of myself for what I did, you know. Sometimes you have to walk away from things that, you know, you might really want and desire, but they might not be the best for you. And especially if it's not serving you right and it's not serving you well. And there's nothing wrong with saying your last goodbyes. Might be the hardest thing you ever have to do in life, but sometimes the hardest thing we have to do is follow our own heart. And it's our lives. So if we can't do that for ourselves, who's going to, right? So yes, use your inner high priestess at all times. Listen to that intuition. It will tell you things. Trust me. Do you get, does the hair go up on your arms at certain times? When you think of a certain someone, does your heart start beating fast? Like, you'll know signs that, you know, make you feel differently than you've ever felt before. And there are always things to look out for. So that is our little quickie Muse Tarot 3-card pull that I've been dying to do just because these cards are so beautiful and I wanted to share them. I'll be back shortly with our little oracle inspo. Have a great day, lovers.